Hello and welcome to our lesson on project evaluation and closure. This segment will cover project evaluation framework. In examining information quality, 6 key characteristics come into focus. While an assessment based on these characteristics doesn't ensure absolute impeccability or error-free data, it does offer a valuable checklist for managers. This checklist aids managers in forming informed opinions about the suitability of the information at hand for their decision-making processes. Impartiality. The evaluation information should be free of political or other bias and deliberate distortions. The information should be presented with a description of its strengths and weaknesses. All relevant information should be presented, not just that which reinforces the views of the manager. Usefulness. Evaluation information needs to be relevant, timely, and written in an understandable form. It also needs to address the questions asked and be presented in a form desired and best understood by the manager. Technical adequacy. The information needs to meet relevant technical standards, appropriate design, correct sampling procedures, accurate wording of questionnaires and interview guides, appropriate statistical or content analysis, and adequate support for conclusions and recommendations, to name but a few. Stakeholder involvement. There should be adequate assurances that the relevant stakeholders have been consulted and involved in the evaluation effort. Feedback and dissemination. Sharing information in an appropriate, targeted, and timely fashion is a frequent distinguishing characteristic of evaluation utilization. There will be communication breakdowns, a loss of trust, and either indifference or suspicion about the findings themselves if evaluation information is not appropriately shared and provided to those for whom it is relevant. The evaluator does not plan to systematically disseminate the information and instead presumes that the work is done when the report or information is provided, and no effort is made to target the information appropriately to the audiences for whom it is intended. Value for money. Gathering expensive data that will not be used is not appropriate, nor is using expensive strategies for data collection when less expensive means are available. The cost of the evaluation needs to be proportional to the overall cost of the initiative. Types of evaluations. Evaluations may be categorized into 2 stages: formative evaluation and summative evaluation. The purpose of formative evaluation is to assess initial and ongoing project activities. The purpose of a summative evaluation is to assess the quality and impact of a fully implemented project. Formative evaluation begins during project development and continues throughout the life of the project. Its intent is to assess ongoing project activities and provide information to monitor and improve the project. Formative evaluation has 2 components: implementation evaluation and progress evaluation. Evaluation. The purpose of implementation evaluation is to assess whether the project is being conducted as planned. This type of evaluation may occur once or several times during the life of the project. The principle of implementation evaluation is that before you can evaluate the outcomes or the impact of a project, you must make sure the project and its components are really operating according to the proposed plan or description. The implementation evaluation is an early check by the project staff or the evaluator to see if all essential elements are in place and are operating. Progress evaluation. The purpose of progress evaluation is to assess progress in meeting the goals of the project. It involves collecting information to learn whether or not the benchmarks were met and to point out unexpected developments. By measuring progress, project staff can eliminate the risk of waiting until the project has come to completion. Summative evaluation. The purpose of summative evaluation is to assess a mature project's success in reaching its stated goals. Summative evaluation, sometimes referred to as impact or outcome evaluation, frequently addresses many of the same questions as a progress evaluation, but it takes place after the project has been established and the time frame posited for change has occurred. Summative evaluation collects information about outcomes and related processes, strategies, and activities that have led to them. The evaluation is an appraisal of worth or merit. Evaluations may also be classified by agent, timing, and scope. Classified by agent, we have internal or self-evaluation, conducted by those directly involved in the formulation, implementation, and management of the project. External or independent evaluation, conducted by those who are not directly involved in the formulation, implementation, and management of the project. Classified by timing, we have midterm evaluation, conducted at the midpoint of project implementation. Focuses on relevance, performance, effectiveness, efficiency, and timeliness, issues requiring decisions and actions, initial lessons learned about project design, implementation, and management. Terminal evaluation, conducted at the end of program or project implementation. Focuses on relevance, performance, effectiveness, efficiency, and timeliness, lessons learned about project design, implementation, and management, early signs of potential impact and sustainability of results, including the contribution to capacity development, recommendations for follow-up activities, including those being proposed. Ex post evaluation, conducted 2 years or more after the completion of the program or project. Ex post evaluation is preferred for clusters of projects in a particular sector or geographical location, or that concentrate on a specific theme in order to generate generic lessons and identify relevant policy issues. Classified by scope, there are 4 types of evaluations based on project evaluation, evaluation of a single project. Focus depends on the timing of the evaluation. Sectoral evaluation, cluster evaluation of projects in a sector or subsector. Focuses on a comparison of the strengths and weaknesses of different approaches, modalities, and/or strategies to address sectoral issues. Collective effects of the projects on sectoral objectives at the country, regional, or global level. Thematic evaluation, cluster evaluation of projects addressing a particular theme that may cut across sectors or geographical boundaries. Program evaluation, evaluation of programs, and the portfolio of activities under the same management or fund. During the period of monitoring, information and data are gathered through the use of questionnaires, meeting and interviewing people both individually or in groups, documentary review, project profiles, business plan, graphics, and personal observations. The right data and information are important for monitoring and evaluation effectively. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we continue discussing Project Evaluation Framework. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.